Hey everybody, it's Heiden, and I'm back with the Macho vs. Heiden campaign. It's March 10th, 1942. Oh, wow. That's pretty bold, man. Driving these subs down into the strait like this. Now, that being said, my sub chasers didn't pick it up, but I wouldn't do that. Oh! Oh. I guess there's mines at Balak popping. Yeah, great. Man, that's bold. Let's see if we can damage this thing. That's a direct hit. Oh, a second direct hit. Hmm. Man, I definitely would not be operating my subs in here. It's a shame about that destroyer. It was one of my smaller, older destroyers. I was using it to pick up some troops. Probably shouldn't have done that. Man, he's getting really bold driving that close to um, this area. Now, this is another one of my picket ships that he's about to pick off here. That's dangerous for him. He doesn't even know what I've got up here. Fortunately for him, I've got nothing right now, but that easily could not have. That could have changed. Hmm. Okay, going for a bombing raid over back popping again, targeting the troops. We should get some good hits here today. Could have been better, I guess. Oh well. Oh, another Lysander on the ground, and another good hit on Tuyun today, keeping those forts down and taking some supply. Good. Good. Nice, man. Yeah, he'll never build a fort there again. That's the only saving grace about the place for us. I know we're kind of stuck there for a while with our troop situation being what it is, but he's at size 0 forts at Tuyun, and that's not going to change. Love to sink that sub. All right, there you go. Not too exciting on the airface today. Let's see what we get for ground combat. Okay, bombarding up here. I can see that a lot of his big cores are definitely damaged here. We have so much artillery, it's crazy. Oh my goodness. This is a lot. That's a lot. Okay. We do a fair amount of damage here, chipping away at his AV. So it looks like he lost about 300 to our 600 that we lost. There is a little bit of counter battery fire here, but not too bad. Yeah, that's a good trade. Okay, I'm bombarding it to Yum just to keep the pressure up. Sorry, this is not to Yum, this is a baton. Trying to keep the pressure up and exhaust those supplies. I can't really tell how this is going. I would say we lose on that one today. What are these vehicles that are lost? Okay, to Yum bombardment. That's pretty standard every day now. Okay, just slowly chipping away. Our AV's recovering, but it looks like his might be as well. Okay, I'm just trying to push these guys out of this hex. I'm pretty sure we can do it today. Yeah, looks like it. Cool. So those guys have pushed out. Minimal losses to us, and we effectively kind of gut this unit. So much so that it's got no more real fighting power. So I don't need to leave much of a garrison at all at these two bases. I can just kind of move stuff back to other locations and not have to worry about garrisoning these because they're not. This unit can't do anything anymore. That's all I was looking to do, is just kind of make it combat ineffective, and that's what happened here. Dot base. Okay, we'll start at Northern Pacific, where the Concorde is out here again, just slowly picking off my my, what do you call these things? My picket ships. So I didn't see him coming in, so I'm thinking that he full sped in to do this last turn, or else I would have seen it, because we've got a naval search up here now with quite a bit of range as far as here. I'm thinking he's full speeding in to do these things. I don't really have much up here right now that can deal with it, so I'm going to let it go, but that will soon change. Okay, in China, these guys get a little bit closer every day. I'm starting to get a bit concerned. They're moving faster than my math is checking. So it should take about 4 to 5 turns to move each one of these hexes. But for whatever reason, it seems like he's going faster than that. So he's, let's see, 4, 9, 14, maybe about 15, 20 days away from Lanchow still. I do have reinforcements heading up here, right? I've got this part of this mixed brigade, this SNLF. I do have engineers in here trying to build up the fort, but it's going kind of slow. I also have this division fragment heading up there as well, but they're going to take a while to get there. May kind of get there almost around the same time. Hopefully we can hold Lanchow, because this will be a shock attack. I have to assume he's out of supply, being on this side of the border and being completely cut off from Chinese supply distribution, but it's still not going to be pretty when he crosses this river. So we need to get there before he does, because this is a big unit. This is one of those 300 to 400 AV Chinese corps. For some reason, we're now indicating a fighter aircraft in Kienko. I don't know what that means. Could this be the start of a potential cap trap? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But all the same, it's something that I need to be worried about. So I think next turn we're going to hold off bombing this place and let the recon take hold and see what exactly this is. These guys are still in the process of building up AV, but as you can see, we've recovered substantially since yesterday. I have all of my divisions split up into thirds, with the exception of the 26th, who is more or less fully intact. So we're just going to keep repairing, and in a few days we're going to go again. And every day we attack here, he's going to be more and more degraded. So once we defeat this death stack here, he's got nothing really that can stop us before we get in the Chungking. It's going to be, this is the last big domino that he's got to play up here without pulling troops from other places in China. These guys are going to block us here. They're tight up here, right? These guys down here are holding us at Tuyun. If he falls back here, we attack here and we roll him up. So he's stretched about as to the max right now. And yeah, that's it. And then he sent all these troops towards Burma, which is fine. I get it, but like, where are they going? What are they doing? I don't really go. Looking at Tuyun, AV is coming up kind of slow here, guys. It's not repairing as fast as I would have liked it to. Let's see, that unit. One more day on that. These guys. All right. We need a little more time before we can attack again. But I am in the process of replacing some units. So I've got all the IMBs and brigades, regiments out of there because they're just getting beat up. And they're going to rotate back to Kwangtung in exchange for full divisions. I always want full divisions when I can. I have another full division in place here. And these guys are in a process of rotating up to Tuyun. And that's kind of it. The base is completely trashed. He won't be able to build forts here for a while. So we're just going to keep bombing it. I might start picking other targets too, just to be a little less predictable. Already talked about Burma. One nice thing that I've noticed is that his submarines have fallen back quite a bit. My guess is that they've pushed north towards Chittagong, Calcutta, somewhere else. Maybe even towards Ceylon because of the pressure from my ASW aircraft here, which is exactly what I wanted them to do. He had a submarine operating in here, but we hit it really hard. I didn't hear any sinking sounds, but we'll be on the lookout for those in the next turn. If I hear any creaking noises, it was probably that sub that we hit with 2 depth charges. Okay, unfortunately here, we lost one of our destroyers. I had sent it in to pick up the 41st Guard Regiment, but when it got hit by the mine, it did not complete its mission. So this was a fast transport mission. It defaulted to an escort mission because the destroyer initially was still alive, but it died on the way out. So the whole mission was a waste. I was trying to rescue this 43rd Guard unit because I didn't want it involved in any combat. But unfortunately, that didn't work. So that was a waste of a old school destroyer for no real gain. I should have known there was going to be mines in Balak popping, but I didn't really think that through very well. So that cost us. And speaking of which, I forgot to go through this. Aircraft losses today: 1 for us and 1 for him. Ship sunk. There it is. I don't believe either one of these reports, right? I don't think we sank this guy, and I'm pretty sure we didn't sink the Truant either because we still see it on the map. This did sink due to the Concorde, him picking up my picket ships, and the Wakataki is one of the destroyers that I lost. They're not particularly great, but any destroyer is a loss when I don't have that many to begin with. So it was a waste of a destroyer for nothing. So these 2 ship losses are accurate. His, I doubt. And unfortunately, every day that this stuff happens, we add to his score, which is reducing our denominator here, which makes it harder for us to get our AV. Every point we give him means I have to earn 4 to beat him or to make up for it. What else do we got? All right, so we're still bombarding over here at Baton, and quite honestly, I'm not too thrilled with how this is going. He's still firing at us, so he still does have something here. He's got supply here because the units are firing. There's no flak shooting, which is odd, but the units are still firing back. Once they stop firing back, when we stop taking casualties, is when he's completely zeroed out, but he's not there yet. So we'll just keep bombarding and bombing every day until that happens. And then a quick peek down here at South Pacific. I don't really see much activity here at all. Real quiet. All right, we'll take a look at the 0 unit that was pretty well banged up yesterday. You can see that it's recovered almost all of its aircraft. And I took the liberty of replacing those pilots that weren't so great. I still have a few trainees down here, but most of these pilots are a bit better now. So if he comes back again, he's going to run into much better aircraft when he does it. Yeah, and that's it. That's the turn. Kind of a quiet one, but I'm going to go ahead and show you this in its entirety just so you can see my screw-ups today. Here's a screw-up right here for sure. And I think these picket ships are no longer serving their purpose. All I'm doing is feeding him kills, right? He's going to keep coming in here and picking them off and testing how close he can get to the Kuriel Islands. So I'm going to let him do that a little bit more, and eventually he's going to get too close and we'll be ready to counterattack and get him. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.